Hello guys, I just wanted to make a very quick update. As you can see, there's not many orchid in bloom, but still I thought I have to share them because they are very beautiful. And so let's get into it and start with this lovely and beautiful Phalaenopsis, and this is Phalaenopsis guadalupe pineda, which is a hybrid. I don't exactly remember what the parents are, but as you can see, it's a beautiful color and it's fragrant. And it usually puts out 1 or 2 bloom. This time only 1. And you know, it's a sequential bloomer, and it's got 2 blooming spike, but only 1 of them blooming at this time. So I've got that, but it's very beautiful and lovely. Next I have my chysis bractescens. The tag is stuck there. Oh, okay, I can't take it out. And as you can see, it's got 4 very beautiful, large and flashy blooms. 2 still to open, and 2 are already open. I have to tell you that my chysis bractescens this year was very late to bloom. I don't know why, but this is strange weather this year confused lots of orchids, and they bloomed so late, or you know, they out of their normal blooming cycle. For example, this Nobile, this is his, I think, 3rd or 4th time that's blooming. So every time which the weather gets a bit cold, it produces bud and it blooms on the canes that hasn't been bloomed before. So this time was only this 1 cane, but I had lots of bloom in here. As you can see, they're all gone, and I had it in other canes as well. So that's why I'm saying this chysis bractescens is out of season blooming, I think, because every year I had it in April time in bloom, not now July. But anyway, it's welcoming and so beautiful, so any time of year I will take it. But it's so nice, and it's got lovely gardenia scent as well. So as you can see, before the new growth matures, it produces bud at the same time with the new growth. So once this new growth started growing, then buds start appearing, and I saw that there was like lovely blooms, as you can see. As I said, there's 4, but at the moment there's only 2 of them completely open, and 2 are still opening. So that's my chysis bractescens. I really like this orchid. Really tough, beautiful blooms, and wow, it's worth having, I think, in every collection. After maturing, and you know, after 2 years, I think it loses the leaf on the pseudobulb, and a new pseudobulbs grow, as you can see, and it blooms on every new pseudobulb. If you need to give it a little bit of a drier rest in the winter, and then it will bloom for you. So that's this beauty there. Next I have my NOID Phalaenopsis in glorious blooms, lots of beautiful tiny blooms. They are fragrant, not so much, but they are fragrant. And I bought it from a grocery shop, or one of the chains here called Marks and Spencer, and it was fragrant when I got it, and I was very surprised to find a fragrant Phalaenopsis in a supermarket. So that's why I bought it, and and this year is reblooming. I got it last year, and this year is a new spike. As you can see, lots of branches and lots of buds to go. And if they don't blast, it's going to be a very nice display. Next, I have, as I said, this Dendrobium Nobile NOID for you, which has been in bloom, as I said, 4 times this year. Since springtime, every 2 months it had a flash of blooms. As I said, because of the strange weather, when the weather gets cold, they produce bud, and subsequently they bloom after 2 months. So that's why I got so many bloom this year. But they're not all in at once, and they went in one place. I mean, when you buy it from the shops, they're so like made or forced to do all of their blooming at once. But the natural way is that once you grow a new pseudobulb, it will bloom the following year. So this beauty is in bloom now again for me. Really like it, really nice color, no fragrance, but it has a tiny fragrance, a little bit if you stick your nose there, but it's not much. But it's beautiful color. So these were all my orchids in bloom, and I've got a few African violet in bloom as well. So I was going to share. This little beauty is a miniature African violet. As you can see, that the blooms are really small, and I actually had 2 more bigger bloom, but I'm a bit late for filming, so I couldn't get those 2 in this video, but it started to bloom more, so I decided to take it and to film it now. So this one is African Violet Rob's Vanilla Trail. So it's a trailing African violet. So people who know more about African violets, they know that there is different types of African violet, and one of them is this trailing. So they're going to grow and trail down the pot. Next, I have this beautiful burgundy color bloom. It's called Ness Antique Red. As you can see, very beautiful bloom, double blooms, burgundy, and with lovely dark leaves. And next one, I have this beautiful, oh look at the roots. So this beautiful African violet has double white, green and white bloom. This one is in bud, and this has almost gone. It was white, pure white, but now it's going to be finished very soon, so that's why it's a bit darker in the center, but it was white, green and white. And it's called, what's his name? It's called African Violet Reflections of Spring. Yeah. So nice and green, beautiful leaves and beautiful double bloom. So yeah, that's it guys for this update. I hope you enjoyed my orchids and African violets in bloom. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. That will help the channel to grow more. Please subscribe and yeah, leave me comments if you like, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.